Testing, testing, testing. Mm, Dang, you hear me scratching my head.
That's good. It sounds good.
Yeah, it's really good. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to
Yahweh
Yahweh by
by
Hashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai
Shai
by
by
Hashem
Hashem,
Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Brakathum to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. It's your brother Gadal, alongside with the brother Warga.
Shalom, Akim.
And in this, Thursday sit down, that we're gonna get into, as you can see, Doomsday Clock moves closest it has ever moved to midnight, and it's at pretty much 85 seconds. I know the brother Taz from and his camp from DMS Dallas went into it, and I think Edmonata's out about he's either currently doing it or he's just about finishing up. So just let you know, man, this definitely caught brothers' attention to definitely go into it, put their spiritual 2 cents in, because this is a good thing to see. This right here is like, I don't want to say music to our ears because you don't hear it. It's like my music to our eyes, man. Right? It's a beautiful thing for us to see. Doomsday's even closer. It's closer, right? What that mean for the people? That's mean they're getting more and more, scared, right? Because this is all they got. This is all they know, and they know that this Doomsday Clock, with it being moved closer to midnight, which meaning that like the closer it is to midnight, I mean, if it hits midnight, that's basically world catastrophe, right? Basically, destroying of humanity, pretty much. But what that means for us, it's just more prophecy for us, man. It's like this is their carnal way of trying to, tell when basically this is going to be all over.
Yeah.
Which is, it's as scripture say, no man knows the day nor hour. But I want to, to keep talking. I want to go ahead, probably start reading this.
Yeah.
Unless you got a precept you wanted to get it in.
Nah, that make a point. Like scripture say, better is the end of the thing than the beginning.
Exactly,
And
man.
We see what he saw. He looking at his end, and we see his end too. We see it because we looking for the kingdom of heaven. How much more he saw? He see it, bro. He see the chariots. He's the Doomsday Clock. Just another reference that he sees his end.
Yep. So with no further ado, man, we're gonna go ahead and read. Probably skip around in it as well. But I'm gonna read. It's off of in time headlines, and it says, and this was published January 24th. It says Doomsday Clock moves closer it has ever moved to midnight. It says top scientists and security experts moved the Doomsday Clock forward on Tuesday to just 90 seconds to midnight. I thought it was 85. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Well, it says 90 seconds to midnight, signaling an increased risk to humanity's survival from the nuclear shadow over the Ukraine. Oh, dang, that's why. It's the 20. It's January 20. It's like, yeah, I got the wrong one. I knew I wasn't tripping. I'm like 90. I swear it was 85. Let me. It's like it, man. Doomsday.
But you see that.
That is Satan, dude.
You see that, man. They've been saying every time that hand moved, they've been saying this never happened. Let you know that the things going on in the world is a work of Yahweh Bashim Shah. The scripture saying in Psalm, I believe Psalms 121 or 119, verse 125. It says, Lord, they have made void thy law, and now it's time for you to do the work. And that's what we see happening. We see the Lord working in the earth. Because every time they talk about that doomsday clock, it's never been this. It's never been this close. Every time. I remember I was hearing that back in 2023. You know, so the Lord's working on the earth. I mean, the Lord's working. You see, He bringing forth prophecy.
Yeah. Dang, let me see if I can look it up right here. Slovakia, man. I didn't even realize I had the wrong one. But it is a 5 seconds. There's meaning just over just a little bit over a minute because we're in seconds now. Where is it? I know you could browse it on here. Technical difficulties. Slovakia. I thought I had it right. Thought I had it right. I know I'm okay. Uh, Satan boy. Mm, here it goes. Here it goes. Call out y'all by showing shot. Ain't my bad, man. I knew something was off. All right, here it goes. Well, did you want to get your precept?
I'm trying to see if I can find
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read it
it. Yeah, you
then.
go ahead and read it.
All right, here goes the right one. Salaki again. Jay reading the one from 3 years ago. All right, this is Doomsday Clock says apocalypse is closer than ever. It's January 27th, 2026. Right, so just like what, a couple days ago, 2 days ago. All right, so let's read. It says on January 27th, 2026, the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists announced that its symbolic doomsday clock has been moved to 85 seconds to midnight, marking the closest the metaphorical indicator of a global catastrophe has ever been to midnight. So they moved it, and I was looking at Chat GPT about as far as the whole thing about the doomsday clock, right? So the reason they moved it is based off pretty much of society, right? What society got going on, how close are we to nuclear warfare mainly, right? I'm gonna go ahead. You want to bring your point out real quick?
Now, I was just gonna bring the precept that I had quoted. I got it right here.
Okay, what was it?
It's Psalms 119, 126.
All right.
And it says, it is time for the Lord, Yahweh Shah, to work, for they have made void thy law. And just kind of going to the aspect, because, he pulled one up that was 3 years ago. And here it is 3 years later, they're talking about it's getting closer. Because the Lord's working. The Lord's working in the earth, man. We see the particular things he's doing, just like during the time of Egypt, man. The Lord was working. It was a series of plagues before he has eventually delivered the nation of Israel out of Egypt.
Yeah, Lord definitely is moving. And matter of fact, before I get this, let me go ahead and share about the Doomsday Clock. Doomsday Clock, the whole reason why it was created, because I didn't, Jay want to look into it, see what Chad would say. So this is Chad GBT, and it says now I asked why was Doomsday Clock created? It says the Doomsday Clock was created to be a symbolic warning, a way to show how close humanity is to self destruction, right? So it's made literally to show you, or give you an idea of how close we are to pretty much destroying ourselves. Now that leads me to this scripture right here in Matthew 24. So this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 22, and it says, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." So that's why Yahweh shall shorten the days, because if the Lord gave Esau enough, gave him enough wisdom to realize, okay, we can destroy ourselves. You think the Lord's not well aware of that? That's why he done shortened up the days. That's why days are going by faster. You feel like you could get a lot less done in a day, right? Months are starting to feel like weeks. Weeks are starting to feel like days now. They're just flying by, which is a beautiful thing to us, because that's when we're closer to the end. So the whole reason the Doomsday Clock was created was what, as a symbolic warning, right? Of their way of pretty much guessing the end of the world, or what was it? I think it's Cosmos, not Cosmos. in the end of an age, eon. But I'm gonna read a little bit more. It says, "Here's a short, clear reason, then the deeper why. Why it was created. The Doomsday Clock was created in 1947 by scientists from the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, many of whom had worked on the Manhattan Project, the atomic bomb. After seeing the power of nuclear weapons, they were deeply concerned that humanity now had the ability to destroy itself. That's why, brothers, when Oppenheimer came out, the person that created pretty much the atomic bomb, why it was a big thing for bros to watch it, because that's he done created, something literally a destroyer of worlds, of kingdoms. Now you got nuclear warfare. Now you're able to, basically end shit. That's a whole new ball game. The Lord gave him basically wisdom and knowledge. So like, you know what, we're gonna make a doomsday clock, right? So they made a doomsday clock because they not now, but at that time they realized that, bro, we could really destroy ourselves, and it's based off of many factors.
But if you really think about it, Esau don't care about that shit.
It really don't.
You see that if I read about it in Obadiah when it says that pride has deceived thee,
Yeah,
he's still gonna push forward his agenda because of prophecy. He's still gonna do what he do because he can't help it. He the son of perdition. He the son of destruction. He can't help it. But pursuing in Malachi 1, he the board of witness. He can't help but to corrupt anything he touch. He can't help it. No matter if even that doomsday clock, he ain't gonna pay attention to that shit.
yeah,
That's for you, Joe Blow Edomites. Rob fellas ain't looking at no damn doomsday clock.
yeah. They could care less.
They looking at the prophets. That's their doomsday clock.
Yep, they could care. They could care less, man. No, the doomsday clock is pretty much like a wake up call for people that've been sleeping under a damn rock. Not been really, because if you've been paying attention, you can just see that America is clearly circling a drain. Because guess what? It's not getting better. Every year it's getting worse. Oh, new year, boy! I swear this 2026. I swear I didn't hear too many people talking about. Oh, I'm finna really show my ass. I swear I didn't hear that too much this year. Maybe last year I did, but this year it's like more so like, well, let's just hope this year better now. I was like, whoa, shit. Not even like, oh, I'm finna show my ass or nothing. You know. So that people are getting more aware that, like, bro, shit is getting serious. And for the ones that have been sleeping under the rock, this is just news for y'all. Hell, we go according to prophecy, man. We know that this place is doomed for destruction. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen, right? Let alone how the Lord we gonna be we gonna be watching it. I mean, we in it, but we watching how the Lord got it playing out, because it says in Proverbs 21, and weren't the king's heart is in the Lord's hand.
Yeah.
So we understand that the Lord, he's making all the moves anyway. So we're just watching it, how he's doing it, and praying that we be worthy to escape from these things. But if you ain't got nothing to say, I'll probably read some more on
Yeah,
this.
you can read more.
All right, so back in the you know end time headlines, being with it being moved down to 85 seconds. Says, according to USA Today, the annual update reflects scientists' assessment of worsening exponential risk from nuclear weapons, climate change, and emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, right? And that's really pretty much how they determine how they're going to move the doomsday clock, right? Nuclear weapons, climate changing, technology. Pretty much they examine the world on like then it's state being, and is it getting better or worse? That determines if they move the doomsday clock. That's pretty much how it's determined, you know. But we understand that, like the bro said, man, it really don't even mean nothing, man, because they can try to time this all they want, right? He might say 85, but bro, Lord can come like within the next month, next week. Lord can do, really, he can do whatever at any given moment.
Hey, get Joe 14:5.
Dang, I took off something. Oh wait, no, I didn't matter. I can take that off. Okay, you said Job 14:5.
Yeah, Joe 14:5. Cause that's the thing with Esau, man. He's carnal.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's carnal. He think he could just he put everything in numbers.
All right.
The Lord is outside all that shit, man. He's beyond it. At least beyond creation in general. But you got it.
God, this is Job chapter 14 and verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
And it's talking about Esau. His days are determined. They with thee. They with who? They with Yahweh Bashar. Because when you read it in the Second Thessalonians, it says only he will let until he be taken out of the way. So
That's right.
the Lord, he allowing Esau to do what he got to do for prophecy's sake. That what that doomsday clock is pretty much. It's just prophecy, man. It's just more clarity that nigga your shit done. Time's up. 85 seconds, nigga. Run the fucking errand. Nah,
Mhm.
but it's like your time's up, bro. 85 seconds. Dude, 85 seconds ain't shit. That's a minute and like 25 seconds. Or I think 35 seconds. Like,
Yeah, about 25 minutes, 25.
yeah, I meant 25 minutes, 35, I think one of those two.
Right.
But yo, it's just another it's just another alarm that your shit done, Esau. The Lord got your shit number. Your cup is being filled, man. It's being filled. We here. You go ahead and finish it out.
Oh, it's more on it.
I don't know. You just read it from the top again. I'll read through.
Yeah.
Bible shot.
This is Job chapter 14, verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Turn,
God. Oh my bad.
oh, that's the next verse. Turn from him that he may rest till he shall accomplish as an hireling this day, or his day. Now that was a
God.
point of fire, pretty much.
God, man. So, and that's the beauty of this thing. The Lord got his stuff timed, so we not tripping. As a matter of fact, the Lord's so funny. He made this nigga time his own shit.
Pretty much.
Lord, like nigga, I'm gonna make you put a timer on your own shit. Like, why the hell you got a doomsday clock and you trying to, like, that don't make no sense. That's like a nigga. That don't make no sense. You gonna time your own kingdom
Own destruction.
on particular things you do throughout the four corners of the earth. You gonna time it. Yeah, we're getting closer. We're at 85, brother. Like, the Lord is funny, man. The Lord is showing you he's in control. That's why you read it in Psalms 2. It says the Lord will mock. You see? I think he said the Lord mocks. Yeah, the Lord mock. Could they imagine a vain thing? Like, nigga, I make you time your own kingdom. How you think about that?
Yep. And we do it like you may mention earlier, how they do it on a
Left-hand side.
on the left hand side, carnal level. We do that in a spiritual level.
Yeah.
So we already up to date with it pretty much. We've been up to date this whole time. Because watchman, guess what? If you're being a watchman, you're watching every day, watching and warning the sheep if you've been gifted to teach of what's to come. I'm gonna go ahead and get this Matthew chapter 24. I'm start at verse 32. The parable of the fig tree. It says, now learn, and this is Yahushua speaking, because it's in red. It says, now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that the summer is nigh. So likewise, ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Right? So the Lord, he's telling us basically, watch what's going on, man. You know, the beginning of sorrows, wars, rumors of wars, as this chapter goes into as well. Things of that nature, man. Right? Being on the lookout pretty much for these things, and you know, basically what the watchmen do. Well, a lot of brothers do with the prophets. My bad. What the prophets do, they compare world events to the Bible, right? And break it down in simple terms, man. Right, so it's like basically giving you a step by step of what's going on. So we're being kept up to date. Like, okay, we're in the times to where, like as of right now, we're in the times where we only got like a couple of prophecies left before Yahweh Shai comes back.
Man, we got the MOTB in World War III, and it's already here.
Yeah,
That's the thing, man. Like, the MOTB in World War III is already here. It just ain't kicked off yet. It ain't kicked off. It's clear today the MOTB to C Hub. Anybody saying it's not C Hub is clearly stupid as shit. They don't got the spirit. They're phonies. Cause it's clear today. It's like obvious.
Damn.
It's obvious, man.
Yep. But if you ain't got nothing else, I'm gonna go back to it. All right. So back into the article. It says the Doomsday Clock, first introduced in 1947 by the Bulletin, is designed as a visual metaphor for how close humanity stands to destroying itself through its own technology and politics. Right, like how you made mention earlier about like how Lord, like Lord pretty much making fun of y'all the fact that y'all got a whole timer on your own kingdom, so therefore that y'all ain't doing nothing but making the world worse, right? Because it wasn't Jake that made this clock. This is a whole bunch of Edomites, man. Edomites. What is he, a mad scientist, right? And guess what? Like the brother made mention, man. Like the Rothschilds, they don't give a damn about about this clock. They gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. They're the reason why war even happens, right? I forgot. I think the mother of the Rothschild said it. Like if they didn't want war, there would be none. So you mean to tell me the Rothschild they want war? Oh, exactly, they do. So what was I thinking of? Uh, but yeah, man, Lord literally got it to where you just trying to clock your own self, but it's not going to work because we understand, as it says in First Thessalonians, the fifth chapter, or it's the second. I think it's First Thessalonians fifth chapter, how the Lord gonna come as a thief in the night anyway,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Lord gonna come as a thief in the night, so he's gonna come at a time that you don't even expect it,
Exactly.
right? But
You know what I'm
Lord
saying,
get
Joe? It's like my bad. I
now
had to
you,
cut you
you, now you can say what you gotta say.
Man, I said I was saying Job. Said he gonna rain and put him while he was eating. So that's unexpected. If you eating and somebody kicking your door, you wasn't ready. You tearing up that bison burger or whatever you're eating, pizza, I don't know,
Pizza.
salad. You at the table tearing it up, man. You ain't got your handkerchief, your napkin. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord, he said he gonna rain and put him while he was eating. I mean, Esau gonna be, he gonna get got pants down. He'll be unexpected, which is the best part about it. Because when you get hit, when you get hit unexpected, that's when that shit hurt the most. That shit hurt.
Yeah, matter of fact, let me get that job.
Job 20.
Yep, because that's when the Lord really gonna get him. Lord gonna get him when he thinks that, oh, we're gonna accomplish the NWO. This one, that Doomsday Clock that they got gonna hit midnight for real. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it. This is Job. Let me make sure I'm sure I'm tripping. This is Job chapter 20 and verse 22. It says, "In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating." So while he's still in the process of getting it like fully, but just about, the Lord's gonna, come, bro. Lord's gonna come down, rain fury on this place, man. Indignation, man, which is righteous anger upon this place. He's gonna send his son Yahweh. They're gonna get busy, and ultimately the finale is gonna be that Joel, the second chapter. Them nuclear missiles, man. Doomsday Clock heading midnight. Right? So really, this honestly don't really mean nothing because we're already watching anyways. It's just something for the public to see. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get that point in the chat because I know I made that point. Now I gotta find it again. Sluggy.
The check engine.
Yeah, pretty much. Now you good. Hitting that word. It's like, yeah. 1 o'clock. Mm, yeah, because the way they, for one, the way they determine like how much they move the clock and whatnot is based off of the world as it is. Like it may mention in the article, the technology, the nuclear weapons, AI. Well, yeah, same thing as technology, stuff of that matter. It's lucky, man. I'm still trying to find this shit. Oh. Yeah, I'm still trying to find it. Mm, Jake scrolling too damn fast. That's what it is. Mm, yeah, because I asked it, but I know it's only certain parts I really wanted to get on it. Oh, they also say climate change. They do that with climate change as well. Oh, here it goes. Okay, here it goes right here. It says important thing to know. It says the doomsday clock is not a prediction; it's a signal, a pressure tool meant to wake people up. People that's pretty much sleeping on the rock and not paying attention to the world, right? Hell, like even when I was in the world, man, I knew what a doomsday clock was, but that was it. After that, I didn't care shit else about the world. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jay was worried about his own life at the time, right? So for people that are sleeping under the rock, you hear about the doomsday clock, you're like, oh shit, right? Because most people know, pretty much everybody know what that is, right? It's like it's kind of rare for someone not to know. But it says, okay, it's a signal, a pressure tool meant to wake people up. Think of it like a global check engine, like not a stopwatch till the end. Exactly, that's literally what it is. It just serves as a warning of like, hey, we're getting close to the end. We're getting close to self destruction. And as the clock goes down, guess what? The people are going to get more and more worried, right? They're going to get more and more stressed because, like, damn, not only they got to deal with like inflation or hyperinflation, whatever. Not only they got to deal with that, they got to deal with the world, the economy, man. The economy possibly destroying itself, right? So what else was it? No, that was really it on that. So I'm gonna go back to the Doomsday Clock, the article. It says, okay, it says midnight represents an imagined global catastrophe, a point of no return. This place being destroyed ultimately, right? And we I quoted earlier that Joel the second chapter, man, place that's gonna be the finale of this place, the nuclear missiles, right? But beforehand, you're gonna have your Hawashai getting busy. Hell, yeah, your Hawashai getting busy, the elect getting busy. It's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. But the missiles, that's the cherry on top of it. That's like the grand finale. Pretty much they say the best for last. That's the last part before America's completely wiped off this planet. My bad, not really wiped out, but burned up. I'm gonna read. It says I'm gonna read from the top. It says, well, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of highlight it a little bit. That's where I'm at. It says midnight represents an imagined global catastrophe, a point of no return. At 85 seconds to midnight, the clock is now closer to that symbolic end than any previous point in its history. In setting this year's time, the bulletin scientists and security boards cited a series of pressing threats. Nuclear tensions remain high. DJ, DJ talking all that trash, right? So they've been throwing around the nuclear word, pretty loosely lately. They've been throwing that whole around like loosely, right? More than ever. Really started last year. It's still not getting no better. Nuclear war, trying to avoid a war. But war is unavoidable, right? It's inevitable. You're going to World War III. Scripture says it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it. Mm, oh man, see, I'm sorry.
We look for it.
Second war is past third. Behold, the third come quickly. Revelation 11. There it goes. All right, get this Revelations chapter 11 and verse 4. Nah, you get, bro. Uh, let me share this. All right, man, I lied. I lied.
Oh, it's not Revelation
Wait. Is it 4? I get Salaki, y'all. Salaki. No, it's in Revelation for sure. Oh, it's 14. That's what it was. It was 14. All right, there it goes. All right, so this is Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. It says, the second woe has passed, meaning World War. So World War II has passed. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly, right? So we're living in the time of that third woe, right? Third World War, the war ends of all wars. If I said that right, the war that ends all wars. The last war before Yahweh kingdom get established. Second Ezra 6 is 9, right? So when we're living in that time, right? So right now is literally the worst time to get weak, right? Because we're in the end of it, man. Right? It made sense if you got weak maybe like 50 years ago or something. Even then, that's still close, still bad, but make more sense compared to now when you're literally here, not even 5 years. Lord willing, of course, but yeah, I don't really see this place going on 5 years at all, to be honest. The way this place is moving, because everything's moving fast. Trump is doing stuff. Trump doing stuff in weeks that used to take decades, or decades happen in weeks now, something like that. So with that being said, man, it's just like, bro. I mean, Lord clearly speeding time up. Hey, getting ready to get up out of here.
I got
God, you go ahead, bro.
you get Isaiah 55 and 11
Okay.
just to back you up. Because the priest made a point
Yeah, that's a good one.
that the Lord the Lord has his document. He's already spoken the end of Babylon the Great. It's already been spoken. All it is just got to play out in the movie. So you go and read it. Sure.
Yep. This is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 11. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Actually, start at the
10.
10.
All right. Isaiah chapter 55 verse 10. It says, for as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater.
Exactly. So the Lord, he's going to make a comparison. He said, had that water come down,
And
it
not
don't go back.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, it has a result. So that's how my word is. When I speak these particular things, there's going to be something moving. There's going to be a result. Like you said, the water comes down and gives bud to the reaper. Who's paraphrasing it? That Lord said that's how his word is. His word, when he speak, it's gonna some shit gonna shake. Something gonna move.
Yep.
You see? That's why scripture say where the word of a king is, there's power. If we talking about the king, master of the universe. You go ahead.
God, verse Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11 says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Exactly. And when you read through all throughout the scripture, it talks about Yahweh returning and destroying, not destroying, because Babylon the Great is still gonna be here. Well, let me rephrase it. It's gonna be a desert. Babylon the Great ain't gonna be here. That shit gonna be gone.
Mm-hmm.
But the land is gonna be a desert for the desert animals. But all throughout the scriptures talks about Yahweh returning and wiping Esau's rulership off the planet Earth. All throughout the scriptures, you read it in the Old Testament, Isaiah 63, Isaiah 34, because that's the establishment of the kingdom of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
It's wiping this shit out. In order for the establishment of the kingdom of heaven to happen, this shit gotta be wiped out. And that's what the priest mentioned. How it's documented throughout the scriptures. The Lord said this place is gonna be destroyed. It's gonna be out of here, man. Babylon the Great is gonna be finito. You see? And I just just backing up the point. Just wanted to be the precept.
God, yeah, bro, beautifully said, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the article. It's a pretty good article, I don't know why. Back into the article, it says, wait. I think, okay. There it goes. It says, in setting this year's time, the Bulletin Science and Security Board cited a series of pressing threats. That reads already? Nah, I'm gonna read it. It says nuclear tensions remain high. Yeah, okay, that's where I stopped at with the DJ thing, saying how the word, nuclear nuclear, nukes getting thrown around like pretty loosely. It says with ongoing conflicts involving nuclear armed states and weakening arms control agreements contributing to instability, the looming expiration of the New START treaty between the United States and Russia was signaled out as a particularly alarming development, raising fears that long-standing nuclear limits could unravel, right? And really, could spark up, a nuclear war, meaning. But reading says climate change also figured prominently in the deliberations. Scientists highlighted insufficient global action to curb greenhouse gas emissions and the increasing severity of extreme weather events as indicators that the world is not making the needed progress to address the slow moving but devastating threat. Right? So yeah, that do make sense because the weather has been acting, well, it's been a little funny, right? I mean, yes, it's cold now, but like at first, bro, it still low key felt like it was spring in winter, right? And before it really got cold like this, or at least like this in Texas, I don't really know how it is everywhere else like that. But hey, but right now, well, just a couple days ago, man, people was getting a lot of snow. I don't even want to call this snow. I call this ice. It's just ice. Cause I can pick it up and now I step on it. It's just hard. Jake finna slip and shit. It's ice. So they're saying that the climate is not acting normally like it's supposed to be, which is what was it? Part what comes part in the decision of moving the doomsday clock shorter. The climate. Reading on, it says beyond nuclear and environmental dangers, the bulletin emphasized the role of advanced technologies in shaping risk. AI. Excuse me. Oh, here it goes. It says excuse me. It says rapid developments in AI, well, artificial intelligence, especially when unregulated, were noted for their potential to spread disinformation, amplify social instability, and even contribute to biological threats through misuse of AI assisted research. Right? So, with AI not being regulated like it's supposed to, you know, AI ain't like AI is getting out of hand, right? It's getting to the point to where Jake could go on like Instagram or TikTok or something, whatever social media platform you go to, and you sometimes you might not know that it's AI until it really do like some goofy shit. Maybe it might be something like, oh, it look a little weird right here. There's stuff that I seen that was AI, and that shit I really damn near got me. Hell, I've gotten by some of AI stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then on top of that, they got it to where people can use AI to prank other people. Hey, I see you doing this. It's like, come on, man.
Let you know they ready to frame the process.
Exactly. They did. That's exactly what I was thinking about. How they're definitely gonna use this to frame us. Hell, they already. It's a dude. Yah Israelite already made like a video of like it wasn't just supposed to horror. It was like other like camp heads. I mean, yeah, like head of camps and stuff, like and HOI, GOCC, them like people like them too. But I remember seeing they turned a picture of Paz Dahar and I think it was Gabar and Uram Lab, Apostle Uram Lab. I think Apostle Car was in it. I don't remember. But I mainly remember seeing him Paz Dahar for sure. It was a picture just him frozen. Then it started show him moving, eating pretty much, the flesh and drinking the blood, you know. And it was obviously that was AI, but like the fact that your normal like everyday person can get that, y'all Israelite, don't tell them what Esau got, in the back that could really make it look like it's real. And like it gets to the point to where like you don't know, no, like you would be the only one that knows that it ain't real, and people that really know you. That's it. So yeah, that's getting out of hand, which can be used, which is going to be not with yeah, which is going to be used against us. All right. Reading on, it's like two more paragraphs. So like, you got any points on it? You good? It says the clock's movement reflects not just specific threats, but the bulletin broader concerns that global leadership has faltered. All right, so they ain't fucking with DJ, man.
Isaiah 24.
Yeah, they're not fucking with Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump, right? That's the spirit they in. And they seen like, okay, with the leadership that they have right now is not beneficial to
That's all right, 10, man.
not beneficial to the society. Like my man, you want me to
Yeah,
grab
you
something?
got it. You got it. Oh,
Yeah. You want me to get Isaiah 24 too?
yeah, you get that too. You get that too.
Which one first? 24?
Yeah, get sorry, 10 first.
Oh, sorry. 10.
Now get sorry, 10.
Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah. That shit funny. All right. You talking about like from the top, right?
Yeah, you start from the top.
All right. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
That's what we finna come into. That's what Yahweh Shah is bringing to the earth. You go ahead.
Verse 2 says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officer, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Exactly. So, however the king is, the one that's in charge, that's how the people gonna be. And like the priest mentioned, the king, well, he just fulfilled a prophecy, he's just a puppet. But the king, the Rockefellers, the stuff they push out, that's how the people read. That's how the people act. That's how the people are. They're destroyed. They're walking headless chickens, man. They're destroyed. That's why here it is. You got the Doomsday Clock at 85 seconds, and these niggas still don't notice it. You see?
Mm-hmm.
They talking about how to make their year lit. 2026, hopefully it get better. Nigga, shit ain't getting better. Every year it's a new normal. Should have clicked. It should have clicked 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Back when they had y'all niggas take the serpent venom jiggy juice.
Yeah, that's about 6 years ago now.
Like niggas ain't click, man. That's why you niggas just gotta be Lord just gotta offer you niggas, man.
Yeah.
And for you heathen, y'all got what's coming to you.
Yeah. Y'all gonna be our slaves.
I think that they don't have verse.
Not verse 3. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 3. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people.
You see, an unwise king destroys his people. You see, as going into the global Doomsday Clock 85 seconds, due to the actions of the leaders going into really the true leaders of the earth, which is really the Lord, but the ones he has set up right now to be the enforcers of wickedness throughout the earth, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. They are unwise. Scriptures say the knowledge of wisdom, the wisdom, they said that the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so they have hella knowledge of wickedness. And look what it's doing to the earth. Global warming, earthquakes, all types of shit. You see? Women out of order, niggas out of order. Niggas want to be bitches, bitches want to be niggas. Like, it's so much shit. Everybody confused. Common sense ain't common no more. Like, come on now. Like, people are destroyed due to the way that the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds have governed the earth. So they trying to be the accusers and shit and accuse everybody. Nigga, you the one pulling the strings. You the one calling the shots. So when the Lord come back, he gonna go to the nigga. He gonna go to the CEO. Not the worker. The CEO is your fault, nigga. You should have fired him.
Should have ran the company better.
Exactly. All right, you go ahead.
All right, back in Sirach chapter 10 and verse 3, it says, an unwise king destroys his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The verse 4 says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
And that's what we're looking forward to, man. Scripture say we have not a continuous city here, but we seek one to come. But we looking forward to the Lord setting up the one prophet, which we know who's the one prophet. Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
We know the water to Yahweh by Shai. He gave us the wisdom not to understand who's the profitable ruler of the earth. Of creation in general. We ain't gonna just say earth. It's talking about all of creation. Who's the profitable ruler? And the Lord showing us is sure ain't Esau. You get to Isaiah 24 though.
Okay, what verse do you want it? I
I
was
think
just
it's
don't
verse
know.
5 or 6.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Damn, bleak.
This is Isaiah chapter 24. I'm gonna call it Drew. This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 5. It says, "The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof."
Exactly. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants. It ain't defiled because it's just defiled or just behind it like that. No, it's defiled over who's in control. Right? Go ahead.
It says, continuing on, it says, "Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left."
Exactly. And that's what's gonna happen. The Lord gonna burn this shit, and the only one's gonna be left is gonna be the elect. You see, because of how this where Earth has been ran. It's been ran like the priest, like we reading in the article, man. You know, the kings of the earth. I remember there was a protest some time ago called "No Kings" because Trump referred to himself. I think he referred to himself as a king. And there was a protest called "No Kings."
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's narrow. But yeah, you see, Nero, that nigga Nero doing his job, man. We love it. We love it.
Yeah,
We glad that bitch Kamala ain't getting there. But if she did, she'd afford prophecy. So,
yeah, she
but
just
we really wanted that nigga Nero. That nigga Nero. We wanted that nigga in office. He had a lot. He got a lot to say. He got it.
Oh yeah, Shalom. Was it? Oh, it's Osmo. Shalom Osmo. Yeah, about Shal break that, bro.
Hey, Shalom.
But we gonna go ahead and get back to the rest of this. Yeah, get back to the rest of this. This is back into the article. It says the clock's movement reflects not just specific threats, but the bulletin broader concern that the global leadership has faltered. According to the organization's statement, geopolitical competition and nationalist policies have undermined international cooperations on shared risk, accelerating the pace towards midnight. Right? They're not trying to fix none of this shit, but ultimately it's because they want it to happen.
And when you think about it, the Lord is in control, man. What the
Yep,
fuck y'all gonna do?
exactly.
The Lord crashing your shit, Esau. You think it's you. That's why, like, could we pull the record over that one? Over that one, I think it's two. 1 and 2, 1 and 3.
The pride.
Yeah, the pride of the CD. Let's pull that real quick, Bubba Shot. It's like,
Now you good, bro.
pull that real quick. Cause that's the problem with this nigga Esau. He think he running shit. Nigga, you don't run shit. He think he do though. He carnal. He
Yep.
think he run shit. The damn demons ain't responding to you no more. You doing all these damn rituals, drinking all this damn blood and doing all these rituals on the left hand side, and the demons tell your ass, nigga, your kingdom is numbered. They told you. They already
Away.
told you. They told you your shit doomed, nigga. Nah, no telling how they said it, bro. Cause you know,
Nah, really.
just thinking
That
about
is
it,
demonic and shit.
demonic demon laughing at their ass, nigga. Your shit numbered, and they laughing like that shit. But the pride of Esau, that shit ain't fake him, cause he got to fulfill prophecy. But you can read it, Bible shot.
This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock."
Exactly. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, nigga. You acting like Smokey, Esau. You getting high on your own shit. Come on now. You supposed to be making everybody else have a prideful spirit, you know what I'm saying? But here it is, he getting high on his own shit. This nigga pride gotten to the point to where it's deceiving him now. Cause don't get it twisted, nigga Esau always been prideful. But it's gotten to the point to where he too deep. It's deceiving him. To the point to where he's so bold, he said, what's that nigga name? Yaval Narar, whatever that nigga name is, 4-eyed motherfucker. Well, I wear glasses too. That 4-eyed motherfucker. He said, God is dead. It just take a minute to hide the body. Like what the fuck? What like it? Like come on, the pride fixed that nigga lips to say that shit, man. That's how prideful they are. AI is God. Okay, we'll see when the Lord return. Who's God? Who's the power? Just like in Egypt, that nigga Pharaoh thought he was a god. Pharaoh thought he was a god. Lord quickly showed that nigga, you are a mere mortal. You a dust to ashes. You a fucking clay piece. Shut the fuck up. That the Lord did. The
Yep.
Lord finna shut this nigga Esau up badly, badly. I'm telling you, it's gonna be man, the sight to see. It's gonna be so bad, man. It's gonna devastate us. The wrath that the Lord displayed upon Esau's queendom.
Yeah, bro.
When we see the judgment of 200 million thermonuclear missiles, like it reads, I think that's Revelation 15 when John was looking down at the sea of glass. You go ahead though.
Kind of begging about Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. Start from the top. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Exactly. Pride deceived you, nigga. You get the Lord put your ass so high in wickedness, you think, well, I'm the highest in the room. Hold on, nigga. Like that one nigga said, you got too much dip on your chip.
Yeah.
He's like, you got too much dip on your chip, nigga. You're not the highest in the room. You just the one the Lord set up right now to fulfill prophecy. Cause you gotta remember, like back during the back, like Isaac gave Esau a blessing. We just looking at that nigga blessing. It's horrible. It sucks. We're through, but we at the end of that shit.
Yep.
And that's the best part, man. We at the end of his shit. Esau, you could like I remember Ed Apostle Hart said it some time ago. He was like, Esau, we gotta do it quick. Cause we gotta get the fuck out of here. We tired of your shit, Esau. But we understand
Yeah, man.
prophecy gotta be played out. And the Lord, we watching the Lord systematically, even spiritually, if these motherfuckers even have spirits, he's breaking down this system. You see? And even he's getting a little carnal. You see? Making that nigga Esau fucking jump shipwreck. You got it though. That's all. Somebody.
All right, yeah, bro.
Damn.
I'm gonna read verse 4. It says, though Obadiah chapter 1, verse 4 says, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. So that's ultimately gonna be y'all end, man. Y'all gonna be brought down. As it says in I think it's Romans 16 and 19, around that area. How it goes, how I raised thee up as
And
Pharaoh.
that room is not.
Oh my bad, like Romans 9 and 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. How it goes into how he raised up Pharaoh just to pretty much bring him down. He's doing the same thing with you, Esau. And guess what? He gonna harden your hearts too. Right? But right now he let you do all the all the talk, all the talk that you want to do, man. Keep doing it, man. Because Lord gonna be like, nope, you're gonna back all this shit up you said. And you ain't nothing you can do about it. So enjoy it while you can, man. Because your time is running very short and y'all are pretty aware of it. But I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, if you ain't got nothing else, I'm gonna read the last little bit. All right. All right, I'm gonna read the last little bit, last paragraph of this article. It says, while critics sometimes question the precision of the Doomsday Clock as a predictive tool, its creators frame it as call to action, a way to focus attention on preventable dangers and motivate leaders and citizens alike to respond before it's too late. In other words, you're trying to come against prophecy, as Scripture says. You can't do nothing for the truth. I mean, you can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth, man. So you're the only thing you're gonna do is for the prophecy. There's nothing you could do, as we brought out earlier in Isaiah 55, right? His word go out, man. It's not gonna come back to a void, man. It's gonna accomplish. It's gonna excel at what the Lord wanted it to do, right? So with you trying, we should try to, bro. The Rothschilds don't give a damn. You could say all this, you could do all this, but guess what? The Rothschilds are calling the shots and they don't care. They're like shit. They know they the devil. Hey, I'm the devil. I ain't getting no mercy. I'm finna mess up every motherfucker here. Being the devil, they supposed to be. But yeah, that's really all we had on that. Pretty good article though. That Doomsday Clock, even closer, man. Right? Music is music. It's a music to my ears to read this. Well, to my eyes to see this. It's like, hey, man, they y'all is getting people getting hit to it. So guess what? Y'all finna start being afraid. Well, we getting more and more excited at the things that are coming down the pipe, man. But at the same time, we're praying, doing doing obviously doing the best that you can through the powers of Yahweh Shem Shah to prepare for what's to come. You got anything else you want to say, bro?
Nah, you hit it. Hit on that, man.
All right, then, man. Hey, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I want to end it out by saying, Call halal, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and others of Great Millstone. And until next time, I say, Shalom.
Shalom.